generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for all you got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what?
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Don't let him breathe! Play that tight deep! Don't let him breathe, defense!
Here we go!
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The open man is sharp. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 58 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And out punt. Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He's going to right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaw Breeland. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Chiefs 14, Jaguars 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Foles. Catch made. That's the rookie tight end, Josh Oliver. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Foles. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the 1st half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off and him go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flushed out right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Caught out left side by Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Rimlin.
47's the mic.
Mahomes going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
These two. Let's go, Ollie!
In your face.
Hey, 57,
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tonight! Whiting!
Check me out.
You got
Here's Foles. Open man right side is Shark. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's good for another.
Easy.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Take four.
Foles. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.